You know, for years, it really felt like Intel was the tech giant that completely missed the AI boat. But wow, that whole story is changing, and it's changing fast. So let's break down the evidence behind what could be one of the biggest comebacks in recent tech history.
So here's the big question on everyone's mind, right? Is this just some temporary surge, or is Intel actually genuinely turning the whole ship around? We're going to break down the evidence piece by piece.
And it all starts with the numbers. In its latest Q1 2026 report, Intel posted a revenue of $13.6 billion. Now that's a figure that absolutely sailed past what the market was expecting and really signaled a massive surge in momentum.
But hey, revenue is only half the story. The company's gross margin is back above 40%. This isn't just about selling more stuff, it's about a return to strong, healthy profitability. So what's really driving this? Let's get into the first key part of the plan.
Okay, so the first piece of this comeback puzzle is all about reclaiming the throne of pure technological leadership. And we're not just talking about some small, incremental update here. This is a fundamental reinvention of the chip itself.
At the heart of all of this is the 18A process. It's the grand finale of Intel's super ambitious 4 years, 5 nodes plan. This isn't just a new marketing name. It's basically a declaration that Intel is back in the game for transistor leadership. But what makes it so clever is how they're doing it. Intel's secret weapon here is a technology called PowerVia. Okay, so for decades, chips have been like a city with only one road for both the power lines and all the data signals, creating these huge traffic jams. PowerVia is a pretty radical solution. It builds a whole separate power delivery network on the back of the chip. By doing this, it completely frees up the front for just the data signals. And that means less resistance, better performance, and way higher energy efficiency. It's a really elegant fix to a fundamental problem, and it could potentially put Intel ahead of its rivals for the first time in years.
All right, so Intel is making better individual chips. That's huge. But for AI, that's only half the battle. The second pillar of this comeback is all about how you connect them. In the AI era, performance really depends on how well you can package multiple specialized little chiplets together. And that's where Intel is making another massive leap.
And this is where Foveros 3D packaging comes in. I mean, think of it like building with super high-tech Legos. Instead of laying all the chiplets out side by side, Foveros stacks them vertically, which creates much shorter, faster pathways between them. For AI stuff that needs massive amounts of data to move between memory and the processing units, this 3D stacking is an absolute game changer. It's Intel's direct and very powerful answer to TSMC's dominant CoWoS packaging.
And this kind of cutting-edge technology isn't just a theoretical advantage on a whiteboard. It's acting like a magnet, pulling in some of the most demanding and, frankly, high-profile customers in the entire world.
And here they are, Elon Musk's entire suite of companies. Tesla for its next-gen self-driving chips, SpaceX for its aerospace needs, and even xAI. This Musk effect, as some are calling it, is way more than just a big order. It's a massive public vote of confidence. It's signaling to the entire world that Intel's tech is robust enough for some of humanity's most ambitious projects.
Okay, so finally, let's look at the third pillar of this comeback, how Intel is using its traditional stronghold, the PC market, to fight a totally different kind of AI war. You see, today's AI battle is being fought on two main fronts. You've got the huge cloud infrastructure, a really crowded and expensive space to play in. And then you have this emerging edge AI market. That's all the processing that happens right on your device. This is the space Intel is strategically aiming to completely dominate.
And here's the sheer scale of that ambition. Intel is projecting that by the end of this year, over 100 million AI PCs powered by their Core Ultra chips will have been shipped. That is a staggering number, and it's all about leveraging their massive market share.
So, the crucial point is this. Intel is working to make AI not just some abstract service you access in the cloud, but a real, tangible, necessary tool that's running locally on your laptop every single day. This stabilizes their profits and gives them a huge strategic foothold in the next big phase of AI adoption.
So when you put it all together, you realize this comeback isn't just a fluke. It's the result of a very deliberate three-part strategy that is now finally firing on all cylinders.
So to recap, it's really a three-pronged attack. First, reclaim leadership in fundamental chip making with that 18A process. Second, dominate the crucial next step with Foveros advanced packaging. And finally, own the next wave of consumer AI by embedding it into hundreds of millions of PCs.
Now, look, the road ahead is still long for sure. But this performance is undeniably a powerful shot in the arm. It sends a really clear message to investors, to competitors, and to the entire tech world that the Blue Giant is awake and it is fighting back.
Which, of course, brings us back to the ultimate question. With all this powerful new momentum, does Intel really have what it takes to truly reclaim the semiconductor throne? Well, that is the multi-billion-dollar story we're all going to be watching.